Welcome to my life adventures. I'm the one and only Monica the Spirit Queen. I'm a professional psychic medium and a paranormal investigator. My crew and I lurk in the shadows at night, hunting spirits and demons. I do readings, break black magic spells, travel, expose fake psychics, and have clients from around the world. I'm no nonsense when it comes to respect and honesty. I have a crazy busy life, but I love it. My family keeps me going with their love and support. I will never give up, no matter what demons I have to face. Stop moving. Okay, ready?
Nope.
Hey guys, welcome back to Monica the Spirit Queen. On this episode, I'm doing a podcast episode on this particular topic and recording and filming for my YouTube channel. So you guys can both hear it. I'm also going to link all my social media, links in the description. So go back and read the description and click on every social media link, including my podcast and my YouTube channel. And vice versa. Anyways, you guys know, like, I normally don't give my own opinions or reviews. You know, I ask for the public's opinions all the time. But this topic has been going viral the last, week or so? Maybe a little bit longer.
About the last week.
I have never seen anything good about this topic. I'm gonna make this short and sweet and simple, and at the same time, I want you guys to comment and let me know what you guys think about this topic and what you guys think about what we're saying, and I want to know your opinions on it.
Where you stand on this subject.
Exactly. So the topic is, and I don't want to get copyrighted for this stuff, but and I don't own this movie. I'm not the director. I'm not the producer. I was never in it, thank God.
Isn't there a different way to say it? Like not the whole word?
Okay, I'm gonna spell it out. What is it? I forgot what it's. Oh yeah. What is it?
Train?
Oh yeah.
Oh, why did it?
Too late now.
Why would you do that?
CUTIES. Let me just tell you guys one thing, okay? Y'all know that I don't mind watching like scary movies, gory movies, even though I don't like gory stuff because they're too bloody. But I will watch them. I've watched the most boringest of the boring movies and cartoons and all this stuff. I've watched, I mean, you name it, like documentaries. I love documentaries, history stuff, even biology I like. I do. I love biology. Believe it or not, I got a B in biology.
What history stuff? I'm calling you out.
Huh?
What history stuff? I'm calling you out.
History stuff that you tell me that I'm interested in.
You mean history documentaries that I watch and tell you about.
Right, but then I also tell you about some documentary.
Yes.
Okay, to be honest with you, everybody, hold on. My husband's the one that got me into watching history stuff because I've never been interested in politics, history crap, and all this stuff. Except lately when I've been watching more and more of shit that's going on around the world right now, which did catch my attention. The last thing we needed is this shit to be thrown in the middle, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, pedophilia. I mean, yeah, people are saying, oh, well, this is 2020, everybody has to get used to this pedophilia shit. No, there's nothing to get used to. I think, like, even the age of 18 is still young. Let me know in the comments, you guys. I want to know, what do you guys think about the age of 18? I think it should be, like, at least minimum of 21 and over.
Well, I think you can start dating at 18. I think
dating is fine, but nothing
allow
else.
Your kids to date at 18 and experiment, do their things. But anything younger than that, they're kids and their brain is still developing. And, it's sad when a 9-year-old boy and a young 12 or 13-year-old girl know what sex is nowadays without their parents telling them.
It's the social media. A lot of parents have been coming out speaking against it. A lot of parents are furious about it. You guys just can't be furious about it. I mean, there's things that we can do. You know what I mean? There's things that parents can do as far as protecting their kids. Putting a child-proof lock or something on their phone. Monitoring what they watch all the time. If there's something that they're not supposed to watch, then don't watch it. But nowadays, you have kids literally walking. I mean, what is it? 6th graders? 5th graders?
Yep.
I've seen them in makeup, in high heels, in provocative outfit, and I'm just like, okay,
when
so
our kids went
two
4th
things
and
can
5th
happen.
grade, we've seen that. 3rd grade, we've seen it, remember? And we're
right,
like, what the
and
hell?
I'm thinking 2 things can happen, okay, because kids, their brains are mush. They're basically brainless. They don't, they're like sponges, and they observe what they see, and if they see the negative, they're gonna go that way. 2 things I'm thinking can happen in this scenario. Number 1, either the parents are the scum of the earth and they don't deserve to have kids, or number 2, these kids are sneaking their makeup and their shoes and they're sneaking into in their backpacks, changing after school or during school time. And that's another thing. School officials, shame on you. Principals, teachers, I mean, even fucking janitors jump in and actually stop, like put a stop to this kind of behavior with kids.
It goes back to the parents, because parents need to not be afraid to look through their things, to open their backpacks, to check their phones, to check their messages. These are our kids. That's our job. We need to do those things, not tell them, give them their privacy. Privacy is what causes the problems.
Exactly. When your child says, I need privacy, or I need more privacy,
something's going on.
Something is going on. And if I were you in that child's mother or father or guardian's position, I would take the fucking door down of their bedroom. I would not give them privacy. I would put cameras up in their room.
Whatever it took.
And whatever it takes. And it's not illegal, you guys. It's not illegal to have cameras in your home. I'm telling you right now. As long as it's not in a changing area, which is considered like the bathroom where you shower, go to the bathroom, change. And then, you know, in that case, I mean, you can either turn the camera around, facing the wall while you change, put something over the camera while you change, or simply go to another room or the bathroom to fucking change. It's not that hard. It's only a couple feet from each other, for God's sakes.
Yep.
A lot of parents, I noticed, have been falling in the kids' trap of their manipulative ways.
Yeah.
Manipulative ways. And that's what allowed, or that's what led to this person, this director, to make this kind of movie, this type of movie.
That's true, but a lot of it is the parents are either lazy, they come home from work and they don't care, they want to go in their room, do their own thing, they don't get involved, or two, they're giving them that trust and stepping back and saying, here, let me try to do it different than my parents did, let me not discipline my kid, let me not spank my kid, let me not be intrusive. But that's BS. You need to be intrusive. Those are your kids.
Yeah, and don't let them say, oh, well, I'm going to call the cops and the law says this. No, call them. Call them, because if I were you, I would hand them the fucking phone. Yep. And then I tell them, you know what? Why don't you fucking make sure the paramedics come with them, because you're going to need it once I'm done beating your ass. You are my child. Let me tell you something. I gave birth to you. You came out of me. I gave you life. I took you in and I'm going to take you out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm going to kill my kid. It's a punishment. And it's funny because these days, you don't really even have to beat their asses. All you have to do to have a meltdown,
take their electronics.
Take their electronics. Take their phones. Take their laptops away. Remove the door from the bedroom.
That'll be the end of the world.
And you see the meltdown of, oh my God, like a 2-year-old will not even act like that than a teenager would.
And how quick they'll change.
Yeah, how quick they will change. How quick they will turn around and be like, okay, I'll shut up. I'll listen. I'll do my chores. I'll do my homework on time.
Yeah. Oh wait, we're not ordering.
I want back talk.
We're not ordering out dinner tonight. No, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. What? And then they don't know how to act.
Yeah, that's another thing. When your kids get a little too spoiled on living a good life, and you take that away from them. Another thing, exactly, my husband mentioned, is the fact that when we order, not just us, but a lot of families right now, especially, are ordering out. They're not. If you make them eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich, macaroni and cheese, you know what I'm saying? TV dinner, whatever. Make a sandwich at home with whatever you guys have, or canned soup, and they look at it and they look at it and they're like, Mom, Dad, we're not gonna eat. We're not hungry anymore. Why aren't you hungry?
No,
because this isn't sushi. No. This isn't lobster tail. Yeah. This isn't steak.
Or this ain't McDonald's or Burger King or whatever.
Or pizza.
Yeah.
Am I right? I mean, just seriously, like, monitor your kids' behaviors and try different techniques. I'm telling you, you guys will be able to trigger that one thing, or find that one thing that triggers your child and go with it. They want to manipulate parents. Parents can manipulate back.
Right.
I mean, we weren't born yesterday, you know what I mean? We know their tricks a lot, 10 steps ahead of them than they think.
Right.
But again, with the spoiledness, with the way that the country is going, or the world, I should say.
That's what made that movie be acceptable right now.
Right. I mean, how can...
Imagine 10 years ago that coming out, or even 20 years ago when we were, well, I don't want to give away our age, but...
Let me say a disclaimer for everybody real quick, okay? This video and this podcast on this episode is not for everybody, and it's definitely not for kids. So up until now that you guys have been listening, we have been keeping it a little, PG-13, whatever. But after this, I need the kids to change the channel, go somewhere else, watch something else, listen to something else. And I want the parents to open their ears and their eyes and listen and pay attention exactly what we're saying, especially me, because I am very fired up when it comes to this shit. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right, movie or no movie. Number one, I think those parents should be prosecuted, and their kids should be taken away from them.
Absolutely.
The ones that sign the document stating that I give permission for my child to play
like
in
this,
play in a certain movie like this, dress and act like a certain way. 11-year-olds asking a male adult, females asking a male adult to pull his pants down so she can, or they could see his penis, is not something that a fucking 11-year-old should fucking do. They shouldn't even know at that age what a penis is. They shouldn't. And that's what's pissing me the fuck off when it comes to this stuff. I personally haven't watched this movie. And like I said, I watch everything, even fucking the History Channel, okay? I will never, ever, ever, ever be able to get myself to watch this fucking movie because it's just hearing about it, just reading the reviews and hearing other people on my social media, because I did ask social media earlier today of what people think about it. And I did not get anything good. You know what I'm saying? And there are people that are saying boycott Netflix. There are people that are saying, and by the way, I'm not talking about Netflix because they're paying me. This is not a sponsored video or segment. So
Rotten Tomatoes, which is a good source for movies, said it was horrifying and disgusting and, remember, tasteless. And it's, you know, I haven't seen it, but just from the reviews that I've read, it's straight pedophilia, and it's basically trying to brainwash, you know, our kids that it's okay to dress and act these ways when it's absolutely not. There's two genders, male and female, that's it.
Yeah, and speaking of that, with my other video that I did, and I asked a question about what the fuck is the third gender. These kids are getting brainwashed. There's a third gender. What the fuck is it? You please let me know. Because I think even aliens, if you guys believe in aliens, have two fucking genders. This is the far wrong side that is corrupting our kids. You know what I heard? San Francisco mayor signed whatever document it was, I forgot what it's called, and okayed for kids, not 16, I think all the way down to like 11 or 13 or some shit like that, kids to have sex, and it's not considered pedophilia.
Wow.
So you guys tell me what part of that you feel that it's okay. That's what I want to know. What part of that is okay? You know what's crazy? So I was reading some of the reviews about this particular movie. Oh my goodness gracious. As I said in the beginning, I was already pissed off and frustrated about it, right?
Yep.
What frustrated me even more is when some of the reviews of adults, okay, adults, and I guarantee you most of them are parents or grandparents, if not just parents, and they were okay with it, saying we don't see anything wrong with this movie. But yet, I guarantee you, those are the parents who are either
making money off
their own kids, or these are the fucking parents that just don't give a fuck. Like, these are the parents that should not have had sex in order to get pregnant and have kids. I think for type of parents like this, sex should be illegal for them. It should not be allowed. So they don't bring kids in, or these type of people don't bring kids into this world and corrupt them. You're fucking up their future. You're messing with their mentality. Emotionally, they're just broken.
Yeah.
They're a fucking wreck. You can't even talk to these kids until you have to talk at a certain level, and you can't even balance that level because they can't balance it. So you don't even know how to deal with these kids. The only thing for them is being spoiled, acting like brats, being sexually active at age 11, at age 9. Are you fucking kidding me?
Look who their role models are. That Catch Me Outside girl and the Kardashians and, you know, all these fake, you know, nasty sluts, yeah.
That's all. Sluts, whores. You know, if you're willing to spread your ass, bare ass, and show your breasts to the fucking world, I mean, isn't that supposed to be like private? You know what I'm saying? I think that's supposed to be private just for you and or your significant other, if you choose. But that's about it. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to make a video or take pictures or whatever, that's fine, but keep it within those walls. Don't let anybody else see it. It's disgusting. San Francisco, I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, San Francisco's always been a weird, whatever, nasty state.
Yeah. And it's just
I was
like,
gonna say a word, but
yeah,
I
know. I caught that. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with society these days? I want to know what is wrong with society.
Weirdos, satanic. That's all I can say. Demonic, light and dark.
Yeah, and then on top of that, these fucking ignorant, brainless parents that shouldn't be parents in the first place are turning their heads to the other side. Get them out of their hair. We don't want to deal with these kids. I know nowadays it's really super hard to raise kids, especially teenagers, because
but if you put your foot down enough,
well, that's what I'm saying. And at the same time, now is the time to be strict. Don't be scared to be strict. And I don't care. Let me tell you something real quick.
They give up. They get tired of it and they give up.
Well, that's
wrong.
Let
them do whatever, and you cannot give up. You have to keep your foot
down.
Right,
that's
Otherwise,
wrong.
they're going to be marching in the street
and
get
doing
caught
shit.
up in some bullshit and either get 25 or 30 years in prison or shot, killed.
Nothing ends well with this kind of behavior in life. When you go down this road, it's not good. I've told this to people a lot. A lot of people, when I discussed certain things, I tell them all the time. I said, if you don't hear your kid telling you I hate you at least once a day or once a week, then you're doing something wrong. Because you damn well know you don't hate your parents. I mean, we all said I hate you to our parents when we were younger, and we got punished, we got our ass beat, we got a spanking,
we got our
this,
Walkman taken away.
Yeah, our pagers.
Our pagers taken away.
We weren't allowed to use the house phone.
Our Discman, we weren't allowed to have the the VHS, the VCR to watch.
Yeah, and I hate you, Mom. I hate you, Dad. This and that. And even then, when we said I hate you, we got a double ass beating. You know what I'm saying? Because we were not allowed to say that.
If your kids don't tell you at least I hate you at least once in your lifetime, you're not doing something right.
Yeah, well, I would say at least once a week.
Yeah, but I'm saying
if not every other day.
If your kid doesn't tell you I hate you at least once, then you're absolutely didn't raise them right.
Yeah, I wait for my kids to say I hate you once in a while. Every time I hear
more than you.
It's like music to my ears because I know I'm doing something right. I know I'm preventing my child from doing something wrong and getting hurt or hurting, whatever the case is. And it keeps them off the streets, keeps them away from certain things that they're not supposed to be doing, certain ways they're not supposed to be talking or acting, and certain people they shouldn't be associating with.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing it to be intrusive. I'm not doing it to be a bully. I'm not doing it to hurt my child. I'm doing it to save my child. I'm doing it so my child grows up to be a productive citizen and can contribute.
And it's okay if your child says, I hate you. It is 100% okay when your child says, I hate you. That's something that you are looking forward to listening and hearing from them, because then you think about it and say, okay, well, you hate me now. You're going to thank me later when you're older and mature and understand, and when actually you end up having a brain at some point in your life.
I remember the day my mom said, I can't wait for you to have a child so they can tell you that exact same thing. And I never got it, but then when my daughter first said it to me, I was like, I got it.
But you know what? My mom said the same thing to me as well. I hope when you have kids, your kids grow up and they say, I hate you and you can't touch me and this and that and blah, blah, blah. To me, it's like more of like a fucking curse. It's a curse because I'm like, why would you say that? Why would you want my kid to say I hate you? And then now I understand. I mean, besides the fact that we've all been cursed by our own parents, but at the same time, listen to others' opinions as well. Parents should get together, communicate with each other online. The internet is like the biggest, the most easiest platform to come together, communicate, talk about what's going on. I strongly don't believe that the schools have any right to talk about politics and throw politics into school assignments, because that's something private and personal. Enough is enough. When do we draw the line? How would you feel if your son or daughter would come home and then you would find out, let's say your daughter at age 11, she's fucking pregnant? How would you feel? I've watched so many shows. I want Teen and Pregnant or something like that. Those are the parents that are raising these teenagers. These teenagers are coming home fucking pregnant. Before that, they don't give a shit what their kid does. They don't care if they have a boyfriend. They don't care if they sleep in their house. They don't care what the fuck they do, right? They let the boyfriend come over, spend the night, blah, blah. They don't give a shit, okay? Because they're piece of shit motherfuckers. At age 11, you're going to allow your kid to do that? Guy or girl, doesn't matter. But on top of that, you're going to sit here and fucking cry because your daughter's pregnant now, or your son got another girl pregnant? You're going to sit here and cry about that shit? Fuck you. And I don't wish bad on anybody, but if you're going to corrupt a child, then you deserve to burn in hell. And as simple as that. It is an uphill battle nowadays raising kids, and especially teenagers, but a real parent will stick through and stick with their child and not give up on their child until forever. I hope you guys like this episode. Again, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what movie I'm talking about, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm really interested. I'm getting nauseated even talking about this. I'm gonna get going because I don't even know why the fuck I did this one, but I just... I gotta go. Just let me know what you guys think in the fucking comments. I'm gonna go throw up for a little bit because I'm just so sick to my stomach thinking about it. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and join, and I'll see you next time.